Now you may be wondering why I'm in the flat world and why I'm in the other world, and how I start building a new city. Well, because that I announced I would no longer build my city in the overworld. Why? Well, I'll give you political reasons. Well, as you see, I'm overworked on the overworld because all this flattening, all this terrain to get rid of, all the hills to remove, all the houses to be planned, and all this gaps and some hills and some mountains are gonna be removed. It's so hard. It's so difficult, and it's still not the way I can do it on the overworld city. So I decided I will no longer build in the overworld anymore. So I so I started building a new city here. I was usually go back to my old city. However, I'm not going back there because all those tiny roads, because it's too big, and those like those big super tall skyscrapers that it's getting too tall because it doesn't look like a cyberpunk city. Now I know this you're still disappointed I had to move to a new city and build a new city because what I plan to build on this new city, because this road here will be like a 7 lane, be 7 block road instead of a 4 block road. Now the city is gonna be super duper big. Now I'm gonna have to figure out what the name call it. But now my first city was called Neo Beacon City. My second city was called Neo Neom City. Now, however, on this overworld, I cannot call this again. So I had to figure out what do I call this new city to build starting of the new generation instead of building it. And that way I had to build some that you bring back some of the houses so that way I will not be taken for wherever to build to get rid of those hills and mountains, including some get flattening some terrain with grass and some sandstones. And a lot of trees needs to be cut down because it took me forever to cut down all the trees. So I decided to go back to the flat world again. So that way I can start building my new generation of the city. And right now, this new city needs to have a new name. If you guys have a new name, leave a comment below what should I call this new name of this city. So that way I can figure out what I can call this new city. So my first plot is to have row buildings, just like from New York City and Boston and Philadelphia. Now this city is gonna be super duper big. It's gonna be super duper large. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for supporting my old city in the original world, and I'll see you in the next one.